on his behalf is about, the American embassy, its location, and we've seen some structures very close to the highway. How do you address that? This involves diplomats.
Well,
can you give us a quick update regarding the documents you asked Jaoel and the...
Give us an assessment or an overview of today's activities.
Weekly or today?
Today.
Well, today, yesterday and today it has all been follow-up of the places that we cleared. When I say places we cleared, since we started on the 19th at Sting Corner, we've been doing clearing all along, clearing the road corridor for all forms of obstructions and illegal structures encroachment within the road corridor, which we did. Now we felt we are getting reports that most of the places that we cleared, people are going back, meaning the vendors. Structures were out where we cleared, but vendors are taking advantages, especially these petty traders. They occupying the road, the pavement itself, meaning obstruction is still on most of our roads. So that's why yesterday and today we use that form to use our men, split them into two, been going back to monitor, meaning to go around, whoever found squatted on the road doing business or any forms of obstructions would be arraigned or taken to court. Yesterday, some people were arrested and they were taken to police. Today as well, some were arrested, taken to police, various police stations. Today we went up to Brikama, and because yesterday was this area from Sing Corner up to Latrikunda, and today those ones started from Latrikunda up to Brikama. And the other one that went up to Coastal Road, yesterday they started from there towards the coastal belt, which is Brookfield towards Sanje, and coming on around Kololi and the like. People were arrested and they've been taken to police. And these people, most of them, some were given a bail based on the places, or most of those ones are structural. Some they started removing their structures and they could not complete. When they were taken to police, their guys work on the structures, and those structures were out. They were taken back to verify. After the verification, then they were allowed bail. They will be reported on Monday, and that's for today.
So how far has this Operation Clear the Road gone, and what's the next move?
Well, it's still moving because this operation is a broader one. It's countrywide. It is not only within combos here. So meaning we are not even halfway of the operations. But slowly but slowly, we're moving and we're getting results. The reason why we're clearing is to make our roads safer, and also we can't make our roads safer without the obstruction, getting rid of the obstruction, the meaning all forms of obstruction. Where we cleared, obviously, you don't need to be told. I mean, we've all seen before clearing, and now the roads that we cleared, those are the results. Vehicles and people are moving freely within the areas, the portions that have been cleared already by the task force, and meaning we will continue clearing. There are various roads that we cleared already, and all structures within are all moved out, and we equally have a lot of roads that are yet to be cleared, and we will actually get to those places, including the upcountries.
So just today, when we're on this exercise, we saw at the Brusubi police station, really, vehicles parked along that area, just very close to the police station. And here we're talking about compliance and enforcing, the decisions that have been taken during this, operation. How do you tackle such a problem when even, is the police an exception?
Well, we're talking about the loss of this land. The loss of this land supersedes an individual interest. So there's no institution, there is no individual who is exempted when we are talking about the loss of this land. The laws must be abided by all or everyone, including the police. The police, the regional command, were all been informed officially from their command, that's the IGP, that everywhere in this country, within their jurisdiction, everywhere that is being cleared by the task force must be maintained by the regional commissioners countrywide. So the regional commissioners, where you're talking about, that falls on Brikama. That is West Coast. Brusubi is at West Coast, and the commissioner at West Coast is in fact, they are all on our task force pages, the WhatsApp pages. They're all getting communication, and those ones are not exempted. They must be cleared from there. And we equally, like you've been seeing me when I got to the police station, those are the first things that I address, right? We have the police there. Well, for our understanding, where police are, I mean, some of these offenses should not be even occurred, all right? People cannot say, I come to the police, I have a business here, or, I mean, I've been arrested here, or somebody here, we have a problem, a concern or something to do with the police station here. So coming to the police station, you can park anyhow you want. So it is the duty of the police to arrange those parkings. You know, even though they are there for, I mean, officially or short period, but that doesn't mean that they should obstruct the flow of traffic, meaning the flow of traffic, not only vehicular, but even the pedestrians. So it is their responsibility to arrange that parking, temporary parking lot for their customers or whoever coming to the police stations. So we will emphasize that the task force is here to clear. But it is the responsibility of the police command regionally to maintain where we clear. So no station is exceptional. They must clear, and they must move those vehicles away from the road corridor. And we'll communicate. We've been communicating. These are information coming. And that's why we took a break yesterday, and that we're saying we are going back to monitor places that are being occupied again, or parking, vehicles parking anyhow, or drivers parking anyhow within our road corridor. So we've been doing that, and we'll continue doing that.
Okay. One of the questions, a colleague of mine, has sent to me to ask on his behalf is about, the American embassy, its location, and we've seen some structures very close to the highway. How do you address that? This involves diplomats.
Well, I will not mention that embassy. American embassy, or America, is not the only country that has embassies in this country. And people must understand, people must know, we're living in a world governed by laws. If we are saying our operation is within laws, which include not only locally, but internationally. Gambia is not an island. Gambia belongs to the world. Of course, there are international ratification, international, like Geneva Conventions, that Gambia is part of. We signed those protocols. So, American embassy, Chinese embassy, British embassy, those embassies has what we call immunities. And the immunities, these are protocols that needs to be observed. Gambia, we cannot only operate within our local laws without observing the international laws. Then let's consider ourselves cut off from the world, and let's see whether we'll survive. We will not. In as much as we are law-abiding locally, our local laws, our international laws must be abided. And I'm going to make it clear, be the American embassy, be Chinese embassy or Portuguese embassy, those embassies, even their staff, when they commit crimes, it is not the same way you're going to attack your citizens or some other ones. The way you got to them is different. You must follow the procedure. That's why you cannot jump on them and do anything. there are protocols in any embassies. We equally have embassies in America. Embassy in America. We have embassies in all parts of the world. Our embassy, that land in the vicinity, that is Gambia. America, of course, those ones they put over there, if we are saying is against our laws, but it must also be tolerated within the international laws.
So how do you tackle it?
We tackle it protocols. That's what I'm saying. Protocol. We must follow due process. That is protocol. Is the Gambia government has to do it. You have to allow me. I am coming. You gave me a question. Let me finish before you put another one. Gambia government is one body. And those communications, we know there are channels. It has to go through the foreign affairs. And that filter to them. There are protocols that have to be followed. And those protocols already are being followed. Until they are exhausted, their embassies are not to be touched. And even they are exhausted, if they are not to be touched, they will not be touched. Because these are international laws, these are protocols, they have immunities, all embassies have immunities. People must know the laws that govern them. They equally must know the international laws and protocols. Gambia is not an island, and we will never be an island within this globe. Thank you. That's my answer.
Yeah, can you give us a quick update regarding the documents you asked Ja Oil and the managing the general of, I don't know, something of NRA, sold to submit it in 24 hours. Can you give us an update to ascertain that they own the land?
Well, the Ja Oil, I'm going to make it clear. Why we stood there and asked for their title deeds. Ja Oil is they stand as an island. People were saying, why when you went to other places, you were not asking their title deeds? We'll make it clear. Those ones are there within blocks. We all know settlements. I cannot get to your compound and start asking you title deeds. What concerns me, that's what we're going to verify by the physical planning. If to us, your structures looks encroaching on the corridor, then that one has to be vetted. But for Ja Oil, you have to block like that. You have a football field like this. You have the Nawek opposite like that. They are within. They are not there. They are not there. So how they situated was very funny. That's why we stood there first before we say we can ascertain whether they encroaches or they don't encroaches. In order to know that, we must ask for the title deed. Then you will know whether it's legal or it's not illegal. When it's legal, then we come to the encroachment. That's why we ask for that Ja Oil. All right? What's the DMD? It was my junior who went there. I did not go with you. That is you said the Sol, whatsoever their perimeter. People must understand, what the operation that we are doing, the primary reason is for safety, to maintain safety on our roads. That place is there, that place over there, that is a sharp bend and is a bridge. Some of the instances you see a vehicle will leave completely and find itself under the bridge. It has happened before you even maintenance that old bridge. A lot of vehicles were coming down because the sharpness of that area. So that block, that fence was serving as an obstruction, view obstruction, either coming from there or approach to the bridge. So for them to reduce their fence, even though they did not encroach, we do not say they encroaches, even they did not encroach on the road, what we are saying, for the best interest of the country, the fence must go 1.5 meters to allow that view. All right? And they understand, they agreed that they're going to bring it down. It was unfortunate when you left that place, we would have gone there, but we will go there by Monday when you come with all the cameras to show it, everyone that fence, we are not saying it encroaches. It's the nature of the place. All right? It is very narrow. But for the safety and for the interest of the general public, their fence has to be reduced 1.5 to promote safety. And they're doing it because when the state need a land, it must go. Our state land said, the state land law said, a portion needed, not your structure. When the land is needed by a state for the purpose of the general public, it must be taken. It would be taken by the government. And that's what we are applying there, right? It is to promote safety of the road. That's why we asked him to take 1.5 so that the view of the road users will be seen.